Hello everyone, welcome back to our little world of hell. Yes, that means we're back in Zombie Exodus. But it's a hell of a lot worse for us because we are in Zombie Exodus Safe Haven. I have been waiting for a while to play this game and I am just super excited to play it. And I hope you are too because this game is going to be amazing. And I bet it's going to be even better than the last one. And I will be uploading videos of Zombie Exodus Safe Haven on Wednesdays. If not every Wednesday, I'm just going to be sticking with uploading on Wednesdays. This game, just to have a specific schedule so you guys can expect an episode on a certain day. So I'll be doing it on Wednesday again. Not sure why, but I picked that day, and I guess we're just gonna stick with it. So without further ado, gonna jump right into the game. Sorry if my voice sounds a little raspy or not as good. As you can see, the time when I'm recording this video, it's pretty late, so I'm gonna do my best. Alright, let's get started. Thursday, May 10th, 2012. In the middle of the coldest day of the spring, you ponder the apocalypse. Whether or not the reports prove true seems too early to determine, but the news and social media buzz with the threat of a virus and a potential pandemic brewing in remote areas of the world. So-called experts span the news channels, attention-starved parasites stuffing the audience with fear before devouring them. Is it really anything to be worried about? Snow falls outside, despite the calendar reading May, and plows and salt trucks deal with the white roads and piles of ice. Only days to go. A horse named I'll Have Another. Yep, that's a normal name for a horse. Moving on. Won the Kentucky Derby, and Major League Baseball is in full swing. The price of milk hasn't changed, and hardware stores report no shortage of any of the world's supplies. The only real impact is a TV channel showing 24-hour marathons of a reality TV show about doomsday preparations enthusiasts. Sitting at your desk, you stare through the window at the sudden snowstorm outside. The people walking by, cars zooming down the street. Life goes on. You live in the big city. I live in Nightfall, Colorado, population 92,000. The suburbs, residential community, country. I live on the countryside. I don't know about you, but I want to live out in the country. There's no place I'd rather be than to be living out in the country, so that's why I'm going with that. Population 4,000, and we live in Nightfall, Colorado. Excellent. Oh boy, okay. Though you live in stodgy farms, you don't live on a farm. But the tiny town has its share. Your house sits off the main avenue running through the community, and from your window, you spot a woman on horseback riding the shoulder of the road. Snow collects on the swing in your field, and a light dusting coats the grass. The end of the world. Could it ever really happen? Am I prepared? Who can predict their preparedness for an apocalyptic conditions? You lift a magazine from your desk, and the main article title reads, "Do you have what it takes to survive the zombie apocalypse?" Ooh, we should take the survey. Not really accurate, but I guess, why not? Wait, I want to customize my character's attributes and skills. Advanced players. Oh, okay. You know what, I'm just going to take the survey. No idea. Every living person is a combination of molecules combining just the right way. Our experiences complement natural abilities and deficits to create unique individuals. Humans prioritize certain categories of physical and mental makeup. Rank the following in order of priority. 1 is my best feature, 8 is my worst. Which attribute would you rank as number 1? Strength. Definitely strength. I seriously don't need to think about that one. It would be strength. Oh my god, there's a lot. You know, I'm just going to go with strength. Number 2, dexterity, quickness, hard-eye coordination, hand-eye, and reflexes. In such actions as throwing a baseball accurately or shooting a gun, dexterity is also a prime attribute for athletics, cooking, driving, electronics, and ranged weapons. Agility measures movement, ability to dodge, and flexibility impacts athletics, close combat weapons, hand-to-hand combat, scavenging, and stealth. Stamina, physical durability for such things as withstanding pain, the elements, and disease. Survivalists find this attribute important. Charisma measures social ability and physical appearance as well as the ability to lead, persuade, or intimidate others. Yeah, I don't have very good charisma. Intelligence, mental acuity, problem solving, and learning potential. This attribute also increases gains during periods of learning and is a prime attribute for cooking, crafting, driving, electronics, leadership, medicine, science, and search. Willpower, mental resistance and impulse control as well as sensing emotion in others. Willpower is a prime attribute for empathy, intimidation, and survival. Perception, ability to detect with the senses. Perception also contributes to intuition and searching areas for hidden objects or concealed individuals. It impacts empathy, ranged weapons, search, and stealth. Okay, I'm going to go with charisma as our second one. I'm just going to list them off, and we've just read them, so we know what they're about. With perception is my third. Number 4. I will. Intelligence is number 4. Willpower, number 5. 6. Okay. What attribute would you rank as number 7? Okay, we're gonna go with stamina. Oh. Excellent. Okay, here are your current attributes. Do you agree with the assessment or wish to change them? Strength is 70%, dexterity 45%, agility is 40, stamina 35, charisma 65, intelligence 55, willpower 50, perception 60%. Hey, I totally agree. That's what we got, so we're gonna go with that. Next, continue on. The magazine turns to the topic of professions. One's profession reveals much about his or her knowledge, experiences, and numerous skills. Some professions prepare people for handling the harsh life of apocalyptic survival. Some professions increase one's ability to deal with other survivors, while yet other professions are perfect for rebuilding society in the aftermath of a civilization-altering event. Many professions have preferred skills which can improve at an easier rate and may reach master level. Non-preferred skills may only reach a superior level of ability, usually enough to accomplish most feats. What profession best describes you? Haha, look at that. Technically, right now, we are a college student, so we should go with that, because that's not far from the truth. Movie star, professional wrestler, scientist, soldier, teenager. Oh man, I am so sad. I can no longer consider myself as a teenager. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go with college student. Bank robber would be totally cool, but nope. Gonna go with reality. Guess. I don't even know. College students hold a great deal of aptitude and many skills, but lack focus in any one area. Yeah, you're telling me. Youth provides better than average physical attributes, and students generally have some skill level in all categories and a greater potential for learning. Another advantage possessed by students is the potential for direct learning towards specific fields. Nice, okay then. College students start with less skill levels than other professions, but have reduced costs in raising skills up to level 3. Profession, college student. Wow, okay then. Athletics 2, beginner, close combat weapons 1, cooking 1, basic. Crafting 2, driving 2, electronics 2, empathy 1, hand-to-hand combat is 1, Intimidation 1, Leadership 1, Medicine 1, Persuasion 2, Scavenging 1, Science 2, Search 2, Stealth 1, Survival 2, Untrained Skills, Ranged Weapons. We don't have a very good grasp at ranged weapons. We seem to be doing okay for ourselves. I'm gonna keep this profession or choose again. Totally going with this profession. What is your preferred skill? Cooking. Cooking is always a great thing. I would totally go with electronics because I am good with electronics. But this is for our character in the game. You know what? Empathy, close combat weapons. You know what? I just may go with electronics. So that's what I'm going to go with. What is your second preferred skill? Hang on, electronics. Provides knowledge of all varieties of electronic equipment and devices, radios, computers, smartphones, and gear. Building electronics becomes possible at higher levels. Electronics is based on intelligence and dexterity. Well, alright then. What is your second preferred skill? We should close combat weapons, probably. Let's go with it. Are these your preferred skills? Totally. Probably a bad combination, but I'm going to go with it. Oh my. Okay, this is oh boy. This is a tough one. Some individuals have challenges, either inherited through genetics as a result of illness or developed through the course of life. Though these disadvantages can cause difficulties for most people, they often grant opportunities for growth in other aspects of life. When a deficit occurs, people develop ways to compensate. Some perceived challenges may even be positive. Addiction to alcohol, addiction to nicotine, claustrophobia, allergic to pollen, deep sleeper, delusions, dependent child, fear of heights, hearing impairment, kleptomania, night blindness, pet owner, short fuse, vegetarian, visual impairment. Visual impairment. You know what, kind of technically a visual impairment? We should totally go with short fuse because, you know, I tend to have a short fuse. You have an uncontrollable bad temper. That kind of sounds like me in real life. Sadly. When insulted or wronged in any way, you have great difficulty in controlling your response, which may include fighting or other inappropriate behaviors. Great willpower is needed to resist the impulse to react in a negative way when wronged or challenged. Are you sure you have a short fuse? That reminds me a little too much of me, so yep. Do you have any other challenges? Yeah, I probably do. I have a lot. I am a difficult person. Well, I don't want to go with visual impairments. Kind of have claustrophobia. You know what? Let's make things wild. Let's see. Delusions. Yeah, well, I have no idea. You know what? We're totally going to go with delusions. You suffer from psychosis like delusions, which are false beliefs, such as being followed or hearing voices. Delusions may be disruptive and distract the individual. Though normal life functions are possible, treatment with therapy or medication can reduce the prevalence of delusions. Yes, sure, we have delusions. We're going to go with that. Wait, we can have another challenge? No, we'll just leave it at that. Yes, these are my challenges. I'm gonna go with it. Alright. Oh, okay. Looking over the list of skills in the magazine, you realize it doesn't account for the extra training you've had throughout your life. Skill levels may be raised using skill points. The cost of a skill level is listed beside the name of the skill. To see a description of each skill, click Show Stats and select Skill Reference. Note, levels are a measure of how much you're trained in that skill. Percentages show your actual ability in that skill. based on your attributes and the skill level. For example, you may have a level 5 in ranged weapons, but if your dexterity and perception are low, your range percentage will be moderate. We have 17 remaining skill points. Gonna do that. Okay, now what? We have 16 remaining. Okay. I want to do hand-to-hand combat. Did we already do that? Yes, we did. No, we didn't. So I'm going to do that. I am going to... I don't know. This is tough. Survival... Where's electronics? No idea why. Okay. Moving on. Bring up cooking. It may be useful. I don't know. Then bring up survival. How many skill points do we have left? Okay. For now, I am going to... put one on medicine, because that's important. Okay, we'll put one on intimidation, and that'll be it. Save my remaining skills, and move on. Alright. With all these stresses of the outbreak, focusing on something you enjoy is a worthwhile way to clear your mind, relax, and forget about the apocalypse. Throughout your life, you've enjoyed many hobbies and pastimes, but two have captured your interest the most. The first being listening to music. That one seems playing video games, reading books. Playing video games and reading books seems to be what I do most and I enjoy. Playing video games counts because I do spend my time making videos and it's kind of a favorite hobby of mine. I'm gonna go play with video games. Video games is my favorite hobby and so is reading books. Awesome. As an avid reader, you often lose yourself... Shoot, I forgot to read the other one. I am terribly sorry. You often lose yourself in books, whether classical or modern, fiction or non-fiction, and whatever genre your interests fancy. From reading so often, you find learning and retention have increased over time. Excellent. Though you may have priorities for surviving the outbreak, finding time for your hobbies may help you to cope with the pressure of it all. And here we go. We're getting right into the story. This is going to be good. Prologue. And so it begins. You drop the magazine and stare out the window at the flakes of snow drifting from the midday sky, the clouds swirling in a dark, amorphous blob. Heat from an old radiator warms your hands and the wonderful aroma of homemade vegetable soup, Grandma's recipe, wafts to the air. Oh, good old Grandma's vegetable soup. The best. Ain't nothing can beat it. A crash from the back of the house. You twist in your recliner and face the kitchen. The thin wooden door only a few feet away. You wait to feel accelerated heartbeats and hear no sound from the other room. Rushing to the door, you open it in a slow swing, the old hinges creak in exaggerated squeals, each one instigating a cringe. You shiver as you pass the door. Cold air greets you with a sharp hello as the wind carries snow through the shattered window. Ivory-colored curtains over a bay window flutter in the frigid May air. On the yellow-tilled floor, a creature twitches a small and brown with dark red swatches and a fresh bloody gaze. Or glaze. My apologies. Tiny paw-shaped blood marks swirl in a pattern beneath its body, and glassy eyes stare up at you as if to ask, why? Your smartphone vibrates in your pocket and you view the screen. Jamie. You decline the call and there are more important pressing matters. Hey? Wait, it's a squirrel? Okay. Dispose of the squirrel in the garbage. I want to dispose of the squirrel. I'd rather not mess around with it. You enter the cellar and step down the short wooden stairs of the dank basement. Haha. Dim light shines through a rectangular window pane on the far side of the room. Shadows flash past the window, given life by the sound of heavy clomping footsteps. You fetch a shovel and bucket and return upstairs. No squirrel. You cross the kitchen and scan the floor. A smear of blood lies diagonally where the body used to be, with a scant patch of gray and brown fur embedded in a dark stain. The kitchen door leading to the back porch bangs shut. No. Totally not going outside. You press the door to affirm it is closed, lock the handle, and shut the deadbolt. As you step back from the door, you notice snowy footprints trail from the stain to the porch. Your phone buzzes. Jamie again. Hey, you say and lean against the wall of the kitchen. Yo, you seeing this stuff on the news? Every channel is talking about this infection, people dying and coming back to life. Zombies. Do you really believe in zombies? I don't know what to believe, but I read about it all at night at work. Jamie works security at Sober Lounge, a hip nightclub at the north end of Nightfall. At 6'10" and 400 pounds, he bestows all the security that nightclub requires. His presence, my apologies. Check out NPR, dozens of articles about this virus that's infecting remote parts of the world, shutting down villages, governments quarantining whole areas. They're closing airports in East Africa and Southern Australia. Parts of China are infected. This is serious. So, should I be stockpiling water and guns? Time to board up the house, you ask? Or you ask. Not sure I'd go that far yet, but I was reading this book on the Spanish flu, and you just happen to read books on pandemics? Well, I was reading one on the last months of World War I, and a historical scholar discussed the impact of influenza. Anyway, mortality rates of that virus reached 20%, affected up to 5% of the population. No, okay, we're gonna listen to Jamie. Jamie's excited voice bellows through the earpiece, and if the virus moves like that, we could be seeing a much greater lethality. If it's already spreading through the densely populated communities, imagine how contagious it really is. That does sound serious. I have faith, though, James says, his voice sounding more relaxed. The government will come through and keep us safe. Are you sure? You can never trust the government. Screw the government. They lie and they're not very helpful. Too many powerful people to stand ready to protect us. Ugh. Politicians, scientists, the virus doesn't care who it infects. They know that and will work to stop it. I hope so, Jamie. Changing topics, did you finish your profile for that dating website? Remember, I get $25 if you do. You can even cancel the account after you go through their setup. No. Delete. No. No, we're not interested in dating site. It's just a few questions, but if you're not interested, I understand. If you want to change your mind, the link is in the email I sent. Anyway, I have to work again tonight. If you get bored, give me a call. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya. Jamie has been one of your closest friends since the start of college. He's done more favors for you than you care to count. He even helped you find your off-campus housing. And when your landlord tried to extort an extra security deposit, Jamie met with him privately to encourage the slumlord to rethink his policy. The years of knowing him have strengthened your bond, so a chance to do him a favor seems only natural. After cleaning the remains of the dead squirrel and boarding up the window, you settle beside your desk with a steaming bowl of vegetable soup and your laptop. From Jamie's email, you bring up Prime Match, the last dating site you'll ever need. Really? We actually have to take the test? Oh, okay, female. In terms of relationships you were looking for, okay, we'll go with strictly romantic. Wait, what? Wow. Okay, alright. You were interested in males. First name? What is her first name? Oh, dude. Something unique. I want to go with Chloe, because our name in the last Zombie Exodus game was Chloe, so I want to keep that up. First name is Chloe. I want to keep it going, you know? Oh, God, no. That's not how I wanted to spell it. Chloe Flores, Thompson. We'll totally go with Thompson. That's all we need to find your matches. If you would like to tell your matches more about yourself, feel free to complete your profile. Note, completing the profile does not impact any referral rewards. If a friend requested you to fill out your dating profile, you have done enough to grant that person referral cash. I'm going to move on and not fill it out. Say what now? With the Prime Match profile built and your obligation to Jamie met, you can scan the subject of other emails. Schedule apartment showing. Check out article on Outbreak. Do you need life insurance? Possible spam. Your account statement is now available. Hey, Bank of the USA. Great. Fantastic. Nightfall off campus. Schedule apartment showing. Article. Check the article on the Outbreak. Jamie sent you an article entitled Fact or Fiction on the Verge of Apocalypse from the Hidden Truth at secretleaks.org. In the wake of widespread speculation about a military-led quarantine due to viral outbreaks in part of China and Australia, scientists at the World Health Organization converged on Geneva in closed sessions on May 8, 2012. Sources within these meetings confirmed a new virus, Zeta, is spreading at an alarming rate in remote areas of Asia, Africa, and Australia. Thousands of people have already died from this virus, which is highly contagious and spreads through direct contact with infected individuals. While no information is available on the origin of the virus, it is said to affect the central nervous system, cause massive damage to the skin and organs, alter mood toward violent tendencies, remove pain thresholds, and even higher level cognition. One contact within the proceedings who requested anonymity stated those infected act hyper-aggressively, driven to spread the disease even at risk of personal harm. On the heels of these meetings, the WHO upgraded the outbreak to the Pandemic Alert Phase 6, based on sustained human-to-human transmission in at least 2 countries. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention suggested the U.S. government initiate pandemic preparedness plans, but state governments have been slow to act. And my English is slowly deteriorating. The article details suggestions from the WHO to the government officials, including travel and limitations, quarantine of any infected individuals, and temporary imposition of martial law. After reading these sobering words, next you read... Wait, do I really have to read anything else? Okay, we'll go with the scheduled apartment showing. Hello, Chloe? You spelt our name wrong. They spelt our name wrong. I'm shook. This is John from NightfallOffCampus.com. As a follow-up to our phone call, I found a studio apartment for $500 per month. Plus electricity and cable. It's 700 square feet. Second floor on a quiet street off Main Avenue near the college. Are you available this Friday at 11 a.m. to see it? Thanks. Yeah, totally. I'm just going to close my email now. You close the email window and shut down the laptop. From outside, a flash of light crosses the window. Looking up, you spot a figure in the distance. Across a snow-covered field, his gray trench coat flutters and he stares at your house through a long telescope. Yeah, You're creepy. His gray... You reach up under the curtains and yank the blinds shut. As you close the blinds in haste, you knock a water glass from your desk and it shatters on the floor. Startling you, you're fine. You're fine. Acid rises in your throat and your chest pounds like a sledgehammer. Beating pavement, he's gone. He must be gone. Finishing your soup, you bring the empty bowl into the kitchen and filling the dishwasher. You notice a speck of red on the bottom of the white oven door. You scratch it away. It has the consistency of dried blood. From the small window you over the sink, you notice the snow is stopped, and the clouds are pulled away from one another, exposing the naked sky beyond. Snow in May? What a crazy world. You're telling me, but there's a lot more that makes the world a lot more crazier than that. Anyway, for now, it's the next day, but we are going to leave this day for another episode. This is a great start to the game, and it's so much fun. I absolutely enjoyed starting and playing this game, and I cannot wait to play more of this game. And I hope you all also look forward to it, because I know I'm going to. The last game was absolutely amazing, and I'm sure this one will be. But for now, I want to thank you for watching this video. And before this video ends, go into the description down below. There's a link that'll take you to my good friend Michael's channel. Go check out his channel and go look at some of his videos, because he's got some pretty good content over there, and he's amazing. And he does a very good job with what he does. And for now, thank you so much for watching, and like always, I'll catch you all in the next video. Stay awesome. Bye.